Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. Former President Obasanjo has said that Nigeria has become a failed state courtesy of Baba Go-Slow and Emilokan. In this video, I want to show that he is absolutely right, that these two individuals have plunged Nigeria to the status of a failed state. Now, what constitutes a failed state? I will give you examples to show a failed state. Now, a typical example of a failed state that people talk about most often is Somalia. Somalia is a failed state because all the institutions of the state have failed, in the sense that Somalia had become a country partitioned by warlords. You don't know who is really in charge. Another example of a failed state is Libya. Libya became a failed state after the Americans helped the dissident in that country to eliminate Muammar Gaddafi. And Libya today do not really have somebody who is in charge of the central authority. Several groups are claiming authority in several sections of Libya. In Nigeria, the reason why it has not broken out like that, that made people not to know that Nigeria is a failed state to the level of Somalia, is because we are still having semblance of governance. But large swaths of land in Nigeria are ungoverned today, which is an indication of a failed state. In a country where you have large swaths of land, about 60% of the Nigerian land space today are ungoverned. People who are not in government are controlling it and doing whatever they like. That was why recently, perhaps you don't know, Mayor Diala and farmers in southwest Nigeria, because Nigeria has become a failed state, the state of Nigeria could not provide security for Nigerian people. The Mayor Diala and farmers in southwest Nigeria took matters into their own hands. And that was why there was a peace accord between Mayor Diala, who are cattle rearers, and resident farmers in Yoruba land in Southwest. They have to sign an accord, a peace accord, that was brokered by the daughter of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a witness. You can only get that in a failed state. You can't get it in any other place. What it means is that the police and the security authorities authorized by government has failed to provide security for farmers in Southwest, in Yoruba land, that they have to depend on liaising with, signing a peace accord. In other words, saying that they were at war. You don't fight, you don't have groups fighting wars inside a country. That is not a failed state. That was a clearest indication of a failed state, where you have large swaths of land that are not controlled by the central authority. Non-state actors, violent ones, had taken over the forests of Nigeria. And there is nothing the state has done to be able to remedy the situation. And that is at the center of hunger and starvation in Nigeria, the food inflation in Nigeria, because farmers' land have been taken over by non-state actors and farmers cannot farm. This is a national problem. which can only happen in a fair state. In Ngwari, in Kaduna State, bandits have taken charge of several swaths of land. We are now in harvest season. Farmers are not able to harvest without authorization of bandits. They pay taxes to bandits to be able to harvest. When they want to farm, bandits have to give authorization. Recently, bandits burnt down some farmlands in Ngwari. What was the reason? Because they said the military, Nigerian military, that the residents of Ngwari collaborated with the Nigerian military to carry out some operation there. Then these people came back and raised farmlands. Where do you get that kind of thing? Where do you think that people pay to be able to harvest their crop? People pay to be able to do their farm, cultivate their farmland. It's in a failed state. We have to tell ourselves the truth. And thank God for people like Obasanjo, who God has still preserved to be alive, to talk truth to power. Nigeria is a failed state. Obasanjo is right. And it all accelerated in the past 8.5 years, about 9.5 years of the APC administration in Nigeria. That is the truth. Obasanjo, he is a military general. He is an international personality. His voice has a lot of weight, more than those of his critics. Nigeria is a failed state, Obasanjo said, and he is right. And he pointed out those who accelerated that failure. They cannot deny it. Which country has the kind of corruption we have in Nigeria? Only a failed state can people be so corrupt that we are now talking about stealing in trillions. When Major Kaduna Nzogu did the coup of 1966, go and read his speech. He said that the coup was against the 10%ers. The 10%ers, those who are taking 10% off contracts. Today, we don't talk about 10%. We are talking about people who they don't even execute anything. They collect the whole money without executing any job at all. We are talking about 110%ers now. The job will not be done. They will collect the trillions. Then next year, that same particular problem will be allocated another trillion. Some people will pocket it, and nobody will do anything about it. And all you have is cosmetic fight against corruption, which we know is a mere cosmetic. Obasanjo can see between all these lies and deceptions that they are fighting corruption. He could see it. Obasanjo has the file of most of them who are in government today. It was Obasanjo that made the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu the pioneer chairman of EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Obasanjo has the file of everybody, including the current president. Obasanjo, no. If you are in doubt, go and read Obasanjo's book, My Watch. Go and read it. The book is available on Amazon. It's on 3 volumes. Go and look at what he said about President Bola, governor of Lagos State, concerning him. Go and read what Obasanjo wrote. Obasanjo has yet to edit that book, and nobody has sued him. Tinubu had not sued him to change those things he wrote about Tinubu, the things he wrote about Atiku Abubakar. In a corruption endemic country like Nigeria, it's an indication of a fair state. That is what you get in Mobutu Sese Seko's Zaire. And Zaire is also among the examples of a fair state. A resource-rich country like Zaire is like Nigeria, a resource-rich Nigeria. The only oil-producing nation that does not have a state functional refinery for over 30 years, 40 years. It's a fair state. Obasanjo is right. It is, we don't have to wait until we get to the level of Somalia, which apparently we are heading towards, with the kind of leadership we have in this country, unless we change trajectory in 2027. That's my take. I don't know what you think about Obasanjo's position that Baba Go Slow and Emilokan accelerated Nigeria's descent to a fair state. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.